We are living in my view, an unprecedented and extremely dangerous moment in American history. We have never had a time when so few people held so much wealth and so much power. These are the guys who control our economy. They control, to a large degree, the media. And as we'll talk about tonight, through their super PACs, they are putting huge amounts of money into the political process. They want it all. And it is absolutely imperative to understand that status quo politics is no longer good enough. We need candidates like Peggy Flanagan who have the guts, and it's not easy to do, to take on the billionaire class, take on the people with power and say, you know what? We need a government, we need an economy that works for all of us and not just the very wealthiest people in society. Peggy will be a leader in the fight against Trumpism and his lies and his racism, his horrendous authoritarianism and undermining democracy, his kleptocracy, and his illegal and unconstitutional wars. So Peggy will be in the forefront of the fight against Trumpism, but she understands that being against Trump is not good enough. People, working people especially, want to know, what are you going to do to address the very serious crises that we face? And taking on Trump is important, but we've got to do more than that. For example, I don't know about Minnesota, but I have a pretty good idea that if your healthcare system is anything like it is in Vermont, it's a disaster. It's broken, it's dysfunctional, and it is wildly expensive. We need to do, and Peggy understands that we need to move toward a Medicare for all single-payer program that does what virtually every other major country on earth does. Not a radical idea. It guarantees health care to all people as a human right. And Peggy understands, because she is experiencing right now, I mean, if she didn't understand it before, which I'm sure she did, she's experiencing it right now, that we have a broken and corrupt campaign finance system. I think for most Americans, democracy means one person, one vote. That ain't what we got right now. What we have is a result of this terrible Citizens United Supreme Court decision. We have the growth of these super PACs. Billionaires can now spend unlimited amounts of money in super PACs, and that money is coming right into Minnesota as we speak. So these billionaires increasingly control our political system. We have got to get rid of the Citizens United, got to get rid of super PACs. We have to move, in my view, to public funding of elections. Peggy is running for the Senate because she understands there's something wrong in the richest country in the history of the world, where millions and millions of workers throughout America, in Vermont, Minnesota, throughout the country, are living on starvation wages, and where 60% of our people are living paycheck to paycheck, while the top 1% now owns more wealth than the bottom 93%. Peggy understands that climate change is not a hoax, as Trump believes. It is very real. It's an existential threat to the planet, and we have to have the courage, once again, to take on the greed of the billionaires who own the fossil fuel industry. And that is an enormously, what I think you're aware of, the heat wave that's sweeping the country, went through Europe. Climate change is an existential threat. Peggy understands that. Peggy understands that at a time when so many of our people are hurting, we should not be spending billions and billions of dollars to support unconstitutional and illegal wars, or billions of dollars going to Netanyahu, who has, as the extremist leader of the Israeli government now, has engaged in a genocidal campaign in Gaza, got the United States into this war in Iran, at war in Lebanon right now. Peggy understands we can do better things with our money than use it to support a government that starves children. Peggy understands that we need to take on powerful special interests in every aspect of our life. And I don't have to tell the people of Minnesota the unprecedented moment that we're living in. You have lived through ICE, and I want to congratulate the people of Minnesota for being a model to people in Vermont and all across this country about having the courage to stand up for human rights and to take on the illegal and brutal actions of ICE. So bottom line here, country faces enormous crises. Same old status quo politics won't do it. We need bold thinkers and we need people with courage. And Peggy Flanagan is one of those people. Now, where we are as a nation right now is the big money guys have unlimited amounts of money. And you're seeing that flooding right into Minnesota as we speak, spending just huge amounts of money on TV ads, supporting her opponent, criticizing Peggy. So they got the money, and there's no way in God's earth that we are ever going to have the kind of money that they have. You know, all of us got to do what we can to help Peggy financially, but they have more money than we do. But what do we have that they don't have? And that is, we have the people. We have the capability of mounting strong grassroots campaigns, knocking on doors, doing social media. You know, when thousands and thousands of people come together and put their minds on something, the sky is the limit. We can accomplish anything that we set our minds to. So tonight, I am asking you to do three things. Number one, early voting starts today. Make a plan to vote for Peggy before or by August 11th and bring a friend with you. Number two, sign up to canvass for Peggy. Knock on doors, talk to your neighbors, just get involved at the grassroots level. Three, phone bank for Peggy. Get on the phone and talk to folks and tell them why you're supporting Peggy. Brothers and sisters, the outcome of this election is up to you. Peggy's opponents, again, have unlimited amounts of money, but we have the people. And if the people stand together and are organized and are focused, ain't nothing going to stop us. So please do all that you can in the next few weeks. This election day is creeping up on us to help elect Peggy as the next U.S. Senator from Minnesota.